Hello, welcome to my talk. New setup over here. Soon it's gonna be nice and blue, different types of blue over here. But I did a little. Oh well, you saw if you saw my YouTube on Tuesday, I rearranged my whole room. I have my workstation over here now, and on this wall to do my videos. So anyway, so today we are second half of chapter 2 of Think Like a Monk, and I loved it. You know how the first chapter was kind of like, I don't know what he's talking about. Well, this one is fear. The cause of fear is attachment, and the cure for fear is a detachment. And so it goes on to say that everything we that that fear, there's two types of fear: good fear and bad fear. And so the good fear is, for example, if like a tiger is running towards you, then you're afraid and you're gonna run, try to save yourself, right? That's the good fear. But then there's a bad fear, which is the fear, and they said that is the most fear that we most use, that we most have as human, is the fear of loss. And it's not just like a loss of the loss of your house or the loss of money or the loss of your vehicle. It's also personal. It's the loss of your spouse, your children, a loved one, a pet, right? And I guess I understood it more because I'm going through it right now with all my kids growing. Um, they're here, but they're not. Like, I rarely see them. They're either at work or they're out. So they're not here too much. So um, I feel like I'm being left behind because I'm losing them. I'm losing them slowly. And I saw a post the other day from a lady that was um, dropping her child off at kindergarten, first year kindergarten. And she said something in regards to, I feel like I'm starting to lose them. And literally, I think that's when, because they're with you the whole time before kindergarten, and once they start school, it's horrid because they want their friends, they want their playtime out of the house, and they don't want you no more. Or they still want you, but like, oh, I'm at a point right now where they don't need me. They all have cars, they all could go places, they don't need me to drive them anywhere. They work, they have their own money, they don't need me for anything. And now I wish I could, here, money, and stay with me. But it's not happening, people. But anyway, that's why I understood it, because I felt the you know. And then another thing they said is, that was, to me, that's where I connected with the chapter. But he says that we're so attached to everything that we have or that we acquire, but it really doesn't belong to us. Everything we have is borrowed, including the kids, right? So instead of being fearful of losing the stuff we have, or the people we meet, the people we love, we should be thankful that we have them while we have them, the time they're around us. Because, like the kids, they leave, the pets, they don't live as long as we do, so we lose them faster than we want. And oh, just thinking about it, crazy, because you really do love them, like part of the family. Like, if they're not around us, like, where are they? Where is he? But that was one of the points of the chapter. And then another point he made, which I thought was the coolest thing ever. So he says that form. Um, he says there's two strategies um, to figuring out this fear, to, to use to distract us from fear. Um, Burying and running away, that's something I use a lot. I try to like avoid. I hate um, fear, right? And so he says one of his favorite ways to understand how these strategies work involves a house on fire. So so he says, and it's like, oh my God, that's so true because I usually do the avoid part, right? And he says that it's like a house on fire. The fire alarm goes off, and it alerts you to, oh my God, the house is on fire. Be fearful. So you run and you grab, your kids, and anything that's important, your kids, your husband, anything living, your pet. Everything else can burn, and it doesn't matter because you could just buy it back, right? You can't buy it back alive. But that's what fear is for, to alert you to something danger coming, and grab the things that you love and move away from the danger. But a lot of people, including me, I know I need to read the book and figure out how to do this, because I'm at a point where I avoid, and then when it hits me, he says it's even you should do it immediately when it's happening, because if you avoid, then it has bigger and worse consequences when it does hit, because it will, you know, happen that you 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 cover it, but it's gonna come out. Anywho, he says that most people, what they do is they hear the alarm, and this is just an example of, you could put it to anything that is in your life happening to you right now. But when the alarm goes off, you hear it, you get startled, you know that the house is on fire. But what you do is, like, you don't know how to handle it, so you go and you open the fire alarm and you take out the battery so it doesn't make the noise anymore. You put it back together and you go back to sleep. Right? That's what I do. And I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to see the danger and I need to get out immediately. But it's hard. It's hard when, I'm over 50 and this is how I lived my whole life. At the beginning, there wasn't much to avoid, but, as you get older, there's things that happen, and you just, well, at least me, that's my choice till now. Hopefully, the book will help me learn how to not avoid so much. But yeah, my choice is to, there's a problem, boom. If it's not like immediately doable, I hide, avoid, and move on and be happy, like lose it from my mind, don't think about it, so I could go away. But the problem is that they don't go away, and they creep back up, and it's just tiring. It is. But that was what the whole book was about, like, or the second chapter of the book, about fear and how we handle it, where it says most people choose to take the battery off and, go back to bed. Don't run out, just stay there. um, and what I learned was that I am there, like, I me quedo el saco, so I need to learn to not avoid. And hopefully, in the coming chapters, we will learn that together if you guys are listening to me and get out of this horridness. But that's what I have for you guys for this chapter. I really liked it. Hope you learned something from it too. I really like that fire in the house analogy that he used too, um, as he did. But again, we don't own anything. We should be thankful. That's the main thing that I learned. Like, just be thankful that you had, these kids for so long, and appreciate all the memories, and enjoy your house, enjoy what you have. A lot of people don't have what you have, so be thankful for that, and know that it could go at any time. And if it goes, don't be upset at that either. Oh, he had said something else about that. Well, yeah, it's just fear of losing things. If I remember, because I just, right now that I said it, I remember there was something else to that regard. Um, but if I remember, I will tell you next time, because it's already past 10 minutes. See you later. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Thursday with a summary, next Tuesday with a different story. Bye.